Hi beautiful friends, welcome back to Daydreamer's Barn. It's me, Jess, and today I'm going to be sharing 5 things I think Americans should not do, and I really hope you think they're funny, that they should not do here in England or the whole of the UK. So, number 1, we're going to start off strong, is going to be driving on the right-hand side. When you drive out of the gate, it says, there's a sign, I'm going to put it on the screen now, bloop. You don't want to drive on the right. It says, keep left. So I really hope that everybody sees like this is going in a direction of, I hope you can giggle, because it is one of the things that when I first moved here, when I was driving, I was like, well, why would that be there? Well, I know why it's there, because you have to say it in your head. Keep left, keep left, keep left. Because when you've been driving for a long time and you're not used to it, and I know people are gonna come at me in the comments saying, oh my gosh, it's so easy. Okay, try driving longer than a couple of weeks. Yeah, it's not as easy as you think. And you get into the wrong side of the vehicle, oh my gosh. I cannot tell you how many times, I don't do it anymore, but how many times when I was brand new, I got into the passenger side of my vehicle all by myself. Yeah, I was leaving my hair salon, I was walking out and got into my passenger seat. Like, yep, you gotta get out and go around. Get into the right side of your vehicle and drive on the left. So every American needs to know that you're going to laugh at yourself, but it is something that is, you just don't want to do when you're over here. You don't want to drive on the right side because you're going to be coming into oncoming traffic, and that's just not winning. So that is something that I would say, number 1, it's don't drive on the right-hand side, and make sure that you're getting into the right-hand side of your car, not the left. So yeah. So number 2 is going to be, oh yes, so number 2, so people don't come at me in the comments, is going to be eat with, if you use your fork and your knife, always make sure you have your, or you eat with your fork and your spoon, or if you eat with a spoon, you also have your knife, or if you eat with your spoon, I don't know, do you have to have your knife too? I still have not mastered that. My poor hand just feels like it's weird, or I feel like a prisoner, you know, eating. It's something I'm still not mastered. I have tried, but I look like a flippin' idiot when I'm doing it. It is comical to see, but it is something that you will get picked on and poked at, or people looking at you when you're in a restaurant like, what are they doing? Why are they not picking up the proper utensils? So it's just one of the things. Americans, when you're coming over to the UK or England, please make sure you at least give it a go. If you don't want to, just know that people are going to look at you a little funky, or someone's going to say something. It's going to be fine, but just know that that is something that I think it gripes people a little bit if we don't use it. And I don't know why. It's just preference, you know, that's how you were raised. That's how we were raised. It's just something. I find it funny, but I at least try. But, you know, I just look like a fish out of water sometimes, but I'm still giving it a go. So number 3 is going to be, so this one is number 3. It is going to be something that my dear friend, he wanted to make sure that I knew picking the flowers here, if they were on the side of the road, or the bluebells, it was illegal. Like, he made sure before, he told me like a couple of times during the same day, hey, it is illegal. Don't pick flowers. Okay, I won't, I promise. So Americans, if you come over here, please do not pick the flowers. It's not flower picking unless you're at a U-pick. Then, then it's, I guess, a free-for-all. But don't just willy-nilly walking around picking flowers. Just don't do it. My friend Clive would tell you not to. It's shame. Oh, yes. And so on the topic of flowers, I absolutely love that you guys notice my beautiful flowers that I have all the time. That is one thing that I take pride in, always having some fresh flowers. So once or twice a week, depending on how long the flowers last, I get, or Chris will pick me up some flowers, some fresh flowers. And so today we picked up, just for this video and for my house, I picked up some wonderful flowers from a dear friend that owns a business. I will leave her information down in the description below. It is a local business here in the UK. So if y'all would like to, if y'all were in the Suffolk area and are looking at supporting a lovely friend of mine, I will leave her information in the description below. This is not a sponsored, but to support one of my lovely, wonderful friends, I always like to do that. So just something to do. So the next one is number 4, is going to be when you are, so number 4 is going to be when you are out, Americans, please understand, it is not rude for someone not to check on you at the store. It is a culture thing. It is just something that they feel that it is rude to be bothered or hounded. So just understand that that is something that it is not a personal, they don't want to talk to you. Well, maybe they don't, but it's just, they don't feel that it is a necessary thing. They don't like being hounded. They just want to shop in peace. If they have questions, they will come and find you. I think that's one thing that I have learned here working in customer service in the US and now working here for customer service. I've realized that you will kind of have the people that want you to check on them, or they will make eye contact with you and kind of start up a conversation with you, or they will just browse. And if you feel like they need a question or they come up to the desk, that's when I'll say, hey, how can I help you? But if I see that they're American, most of the time I can pick them out pretty easy. When they come into the store, I will be like, hey, how are you doing? But if I question, I will just let them, or I will let them peruse. And then if they look at me like they have a question, or if they have, just want to chat, I kind of see it in their face. But yeah, that's just something that I want Americans to understand. It is not a you thing. Maybe it is a you thing, but it's normally not. It's just a culture thing. They don't like it. They feel like it's a bother. They feel like it's rude to always go and check on people. So that's just one of the number 4 things not to expect or not to do in the US, not to do in England or the UK. So the last one is just to round it off. Number 5 is don't be scared. Americans, don't be scared to come over here and have a good time and get out and explore, because man, oh man, there are some amazing things. And I know there are a lot of my friends that are Americans that are now, exploring and loving their life here. And there are some that just don't want to ever go back to the US. And that is great. And I absolutely love it. And if I win the millions, I will have a holiday home here in England or Scotland or Cornwall. Let's see, maybe. So let's send me good vibes that I win the millions. But I really hope you enjoyed this little fun 5 things that I think Americans should not do. when moving to England or the UK. So yeah, as always, be good, make good choices, and be kind to someone today. Also, if you haven't already, hit that like and that subscribe button. Appreciate you guys. Bye, y'all.